Today we're back at the Turbo E36, and today is going to be the first day of wrapping this. I did this door off camera, which I think it turned out pretty well. There is a ton of pollen on it, but at least we got that one done. So today we're going to be doing the trunk, and this color is actually like beautiful in the sunlight. So yeah, so I think the first thing that we're going to be doing is this inner piece. We're going to try to be doing inlays, so we'll be using the knifeless tape. So we'll do this piece first. After that, we'll do this, and then the last piece we're going to be doing the top, which shouldn't be hard at all, but we'll see. So first thing we did was we took off this trim, the license plate, and this badge. So yeah, just kind of to prep everything, we just washed it pretty good. I'm not going super intensive with the prep. I'm just going for a track wrap. All right, so now we have the knifeless tape. So we're just gonna put this around this kind of like edge where the license plate goes. So we'll just go put this all around, and then once we put the wrap on top of it, we'll lift the tape around, and then it'll kind of just give us a perfect edge around that. Okay, so now we have this knifeless tape down. It's kind of just like a rough edge of where this wrap is going to go down here. So we have this edge coming up here so that we have a nice amount of string to pull up on before we actually start pulling down on the wrap. So yeah, let us lay this wrap down and then get that taken out. Freehanded that. Yeah. All right, so here we have the knifeless tape. So we're hoping this is gonna work. So we're just gonna bend this over like that, kind of pinch it, and then pull until you get the string out like that. Hoping this gets a clean edge. All right, now we can take off this outside piece. Still gotta be careful. All right. Sweet. Now you're just left with this excess, which you can just pull out from underneath the vinyl. Okay, so now we're gonna put more knifeless tape around the same edge that we just put down, because when we do this, we're not gonna wanna wrap this again. So we're just gonna try to get a perfect edge going across that. I'm gonna have to trim some of these edges a little bit because there's like a straight corner that just hangs off that I don't really like, but we'll fix it. And then, yeah, so let's put the knifeless tape back on and then get this on. So now we're gonna be putting one across this line. So I'm gonna probably put it on like right on the clear coat line, because when the trunk closes, the sun is gonna hit the top of this curve right here, which you're gonna see where the two layers connect. So if we put it just below, oftentimes the sun won't actually hit it, which would mean that it'd be a little bit harder to see the seam. So we're just gonna put it just below right here. All right, so now we have this huge sheet, which is gonna go on this side. So we're gonna get some magnets to actually help hold this up. And then we're just gonna take it side by side and not undo the whole thing yet. All right, so I guess we'll just start with the side and then kind of just glass it over. So we got most of this back piece done. It was kind of a struggle. We had to redo it because it was a little bit too high on this side to where like there was an excess on the bottom. So we just took it off and just restarted it. So now we're gonna lift up this knifeless tape, this stuff around here too, and then just kind of trim around the edge and then do this top portion. All right, so now we have the knifeless tape going across. We left this edge on the side just to give us enough room to be able to start the knifeless tape, because sometimes it is a struggle, kind of like right now. There we go. And this is all kind of loose, so you're gonna have to hold the vinyl down so it doesn't lift up with the string. So we just got this top section wrapped. It is definitely not perfect. Like you can see that there's some like little dents and stuff, maybe from hail at some point. But yeah, and then we have it connected right here. And I think it looks all right. I mean, I don't have like crazy high standards, but I mean, from 30 feet away, I think it looks really good. I'm happy with it, and I guess that's really all that I care about. But it's weird because it kind of looks like purple right now, but if you were to go into like the sunlight, I guess that's not in the sun either, but if you were to go in the sunlight, it's kind of like a blue like sparkle color, which I think is really cool. So it's coming along, but stay tuned for the next videos. I'm probably gonna be wrapping like these sections next. It's still pretty much the whole car to wrap, but I think that's gonna do it for this video.